We're back with Center Ice here with Coach Cav. Coach, since the last time we sat down, played 3 series against Holy Cross, Army, and Sacred Heart, split all of those series. Some close games there. What was your takeaway from those last few weeks of the regular season?
One of the things, Emily, that we're trying to do as a team is become consistent. I think we have a really resilient team. It seems like we'll lose a tough game and we'll come back and win the next night, as evidenced by the 3 splits.
Right.
But we're trying to turn that resiliency now into consistency.
Let's talk about Billy Latta in that Sacred Heart game. With 37 seconds left in the 3rd period, he scores to send the game into overtime. And then with 42 seconds left in overtime, he seals the win. I'm sure we would all like that goal to go in a little bit earlier to have the game decided, but what kind of composure does it take to be able to finish out those games like that?
Well, it was interesting. Both nights were very similar. On Friday night, we were down a goal, and we called timeout. Mike Souza did a nice job. He handles the extra attacker part of our game and drew up a play. But Yona Kunis made a fantastic play to keep the puck in the zone. Otherwise, it was going down. It was probably going to be an empty net goal. So he kept the puck alive, and then we had great work in front. And Billy was on the doorstep. He was very opportunistic and scored. The winning goal in overtime was a special goal. That took a high-skilled player to make that play. He was down below the goal line. We're on the power play, and was able to take the puck from behind the goal line, bring it back, and put it in the net. And it really energized. It was electric on the bench when that happened, because with that win, it got us a bye in first-round bye in the playoffs.
Right, thrilling game there. Let's talk a little bit about freshman Brent Norris, who's really stepped up. In these last 6 games, he's had 4 goals and 3 assists. How has he shown maturity in his first year to be able to be peaking right now?
Brent's been a kid. He's been in and out of the lineup, and I think part of his problem early in the year was turnovers and management of the puck. He's really focused on that, has done a great job, and he's thrived playing between Pat Kirtland and Brant Harris. That line has been one of our best lines going down the stretch, and to Brent's credit, he's really worked hard at being very good from the face-off dots down offensively. He has a terrific release. He releases a puck with his shot really quickly, and that's been one of the reasons why he's been scoring goals the way he has at the clip he has late in the season.
Shows a lot of promise for the future there too. Let's talk a little bit about senior night there. We had honoring our last 4 seniors there. You've got Jordan Sims and Brent Harris, who each are in the 100 career points club. Billy Latta, who's only 2 points away from that. Brent Harris this year became the all-time leading scorer in the D1 era here at UConn. And Grogan, as we talked about earlier in the season, leads UConn in saves in a season. So there's a lot of games still to be played, but what can we say about this senior class so far?
You know, one of the things I've said, and I commend them the most about as a class, is the fact that they had 3 coaches within a year, and that's hard for any hockey player. They've been accepting to the style of hockey that we want to play, the culture that we want to form, and they've been leaders. Not only have they been accepting, but they've led the way for us. They're terrific hockey players, as evidenced by the stats that you just were talking about, and all 4 of them have been integral in our success this year. And if we're able to move on to Rochester, I believe they'd probably be the only class that would be the 3rd Final 4 of the league championship that they would have gone to. So they went as freshmen, they went as juniors, and hopefully we go as seniors and we're able to get over the hump and win it this year.
And they will be leading us into that postseason now. You earned a bye in that first week, as you mentioned. Then you'll host a best-of-3 series for the quarterfinals. We did see a couple losses at home recently. What do you guys need to do to make sure that you can win at home in this postseason and advance?
Well, we have to play disciplined hockey, and what I mean by discipline is not so much taking penalties, it's within the structure of our system. We all have to be on the same page. It was something that we talked about in our meeting this morning, that make sure, whether we're breaking the puck out, whether we're forechecking, that we're all on the same page. I think when we get fragmented, that's when we get into trouble. And in the playoffs, 1 turnover, 1 missed assignment on a face-off can cost you. So everything is heightened in the playoffs, so we have to really make sure that we're disciplined with our structure, that we're all on the same page, and we're working together as a unit.
Very nice, and we'll make sure that the fans come and pack the house, so we'll see you then for the 14th, 15th, and 16th for the quarterfinals there.
That'd be great, and the fans have been terrific. We've had the band out for the past few games. They've brought a lot of electricity to the Freitas, so we're looking forward to the playoffs.
Very nice. Well, we'll see you there for the quarterfinals.
Sounds good, Emily.
All right, let's take a look back now at highlights from UConn hockey. We are joined now by senior forward Jordan Sims. Thanks so much for coming on the show. Glad
Thanks
we got
a
to
lot,
get you in
Emily.
here. Now, your final season, the regular season, is coming to an end here. 18-12-4 in the regular season, the best record you've had in your time here. What has been your assessment of your senior season?
Well, also, like you said, it's been really positive with, record wins in Atlantic hockey, and there have been some up and downs. The last, I think, 5 weekends we've split, so we haven't had the best end run, but overall, I've been happy with the team and where we are going into the playoffs.
And you personally hit the 100 career point mark against Holy Cross. What a great accomplishment for you. What does it mean for you to hit that milestone?
It just helps me reflect back on all the good players I've played with over the years. Without them, I wouldn't have gotten to 100 points. So it just shows, the teams I've been on here, the 4 years have been good, and that's a positive. And getting the 100-point mark, yeah, it definitely was a big achievement in my career.
And you have 22 points so far this season, most of those off of assists. You lead the team in assists. What do you think it is about your play that allows you to see the play develop, or your style that allows you to just set everybody else up?
Well, I think it happens. My dad was a professional hockey player, so I think just in my family, I've always had that hockey sense where, I know where people are going to be on the ice. So I think I've had a little bit of a leg up because my dad was also a hockey player, and I think that's helped me in my college career.
And in your college career, these 4 years have been the best stretch in program history. Obviously, we have some more games to play, but when you look back at your career as a Husky, what has been the best part for you about being a part of this team?
I think just the memories and making, 30 friends for life pretty much this year, and still, I've had plenty of memories with other guys on the team in the past, and just the brotherhood that comes with playing college hockey. It's different than playing pro or playing juniors where you're only on the team for 1 or 2 years, or maybe, not even the full year. But I've noticed that, in college, you have these memories for life, and you're on the team for 4 years, and something always, holds special in my heart.
Now, we've gotten to see a lot of Jordan Sims on the ice, but we want to know a little bit about the man behind number 19. Can you give us some of your background off the ice?
Well, I was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana. My family lives in Toronto, Ontario right now. That's where my dad was born, so we moved back up there. But in high school, I played golf. I played a little baseball when I was younger in the summertime. I still like to play golf a lot now in the summers. My 2 roommates, Tyler Bouchard and Tyler Cook, we usually hit the links a lot. I like to play a lot of Call of Duty.
Okay.
Pretty competitive Call of Duty player. But other than that, I just like hanging out with the guys on the team, and yeah.
I can see some big Call of Duty battles happening.
Yeah, we're pretty intense in our household.
All right, well, we're so happy to have seen you earn a spot in the record books here, but we want to see how you can fare in our game, Light the Lamp. All right, Jordan, how it works is I'm going to hit you with 5 questions. You give me the first thing that comes to mind. We'll see how you do. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Okay, first question. Which teammate would you least want to go up against one-on-one?
I say Brant Harris.
Why?
He's just one of those players who's physical on the puck, and he's a big guy, so I think hold my own, but I think it'd be a good match.
He'd give you a run for your money.
Yeah.
Okay. Which teammate is the least coordinated on skates?
I'd have to say Cody Sherb.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he gets his feet moving pretty fast, but every once in a while he'll lose a little control out there. So
He can't stop himself.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so you might be a tough guy on the ice, but I want to know, what's the last movie that you cried during?
Last movie. I'd have to say The Notebook.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sensitive guy?
It's a little while ago, but yeah, that one got me.
It tugs at the heartstrings.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, if UConn hockey had to play any other sport here at UConn, what sport would the team be best at?
I think soccer.
Yeah?
Yeah. We play soccer before each game, and usually before practice too. We take pride in our juggling abilities. I don't know how we do in an actual game, but we're pretty good at juggling.
Okay.
So I
See if
guess I'd
those
have to say
skills
soccer.
translate.
Yeah.
That's cool. I would like to see that. I think that would be fun to see. All right, last question. He got after you when he was on the show here, so we want to know what you want Husky fans to know about your roommate, sophomore Tyler Bouchard.
Bouch, he likes to come up with new names for people, it seems like every day. In our household, he's come up with John for Tyler Cook, my other roommate. And then for me, he calls me Reggie. He calls Patrick Kirtland Rick.
Just for no reason.
Just it's what he comes up with. He likes to talk. He likes to, just have people, keep him in the center of attention. So I don't know. It's pretty funny though. We have a good time with it.
He's in his own little world there.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm glad we finally got to have you on this season. Congratulations on a really great career, and make sure you lead these guys pretty far in the playoffs.
Thanks, Emily.
All right, Husky fans, UConn will host the quarterfinals of the Atlantic Hockey Tournament March 14th through the 16th here in Stores. So we want to make sure you guys come on down, help support these guys, send them to Rochester for the finals. Thanks so much for tuning in. With Jordan Sims, I'm Emily Newton for Huskies All Access. That's all from Center Ice. We'll see you out there.